Now we'll speak about hormonal techniques. And I again repeat that we have two variants of this technique. And if you want to get effect like the general, necessary to do these two variants step by step. First variant and the second variant. Separate days, not in one session, but separate days. The first technique and the first and second, the same, these techniques, we work in reactions of 3 lines. But when we start to work, we work with some levels which consist of 2 positions. We don't compare initial reactions like +4 when we work on 3 lines at 6 points like a general technique. We start from C7, under C7, on the middle line, and we take 2 positions with initial reactions. For us, it does not matter what numbers, only 2 numbers, and we take through the numbers bigger one, highest one. And on this position, we put those. If we meet 2 identical initial reactions, we put those on the first one. And only on this level, where we get those in the middle line, we look numbers on the left and on the right paravertebral lines. And again, for us only important to get initial reactions. And again, compare these initial reactions, and on the biggest, on the highest, we need to get dose. On every level, we get 2 doses in the centrum and on paravertebral line. Compared to doses, on the biggest, we get 0. Also, 0, it is short.
4-step? Or
what?
4-step or just
No.
Okay.
We don't work with
4-step 0.
three threes in one place. It is real 0. We compare doses, and the next we put 0 like usual.
Okay.
But it is short 0.
Right after those.
Yes.
Right
Yes.
after.
We start
Right after
after
those.
Yes. And we work only thoracic part and lumbal sacrum part. In the first technique, we never treat neck.
Okay.
And we don't compare zeros. We only find those in the central line, compare 2 initial reactions left and right, find the next dose, compare 2 doses, 0. How many levels will be individually. It is different lengths of the spine for every person. Do you understand me correctly? Okay. And now we will work first technique, but if you want to get good result, necessary to work these techniques first and second, but several sessions, different on the different procedures. Do you understand me?
What do you mean first and second techniques?
We have 2 variants of this technique.
Oh, okay.
1 and second.
Okay, true.
On the first procedure, we do first. The next procedure, we do
Сфотографируй
They have difference between each other. And when I will do the second variant, I will explain you how to do and how to use this technique like a second variant. Okay, start to work. Find the C7. Find this position, and I start to work. Again, necessary to find individual energy, but we start to work on very high level of organization in the body, and necessary to work and speak with body correctly without active stimulation. And we find individual energy, but sensation of this current very, very slow, the first sensation. And I ask person, when I find individual energy, please tell me when you feel the first
Tingling.
of the current. It is again different from the 3 lines and 6 points when we find the comfortable energy, good sensation, but not painful. Do you understand me correctly? Okay. I increase energy, tell me please when enough.
A little bit. Now I feel just lightly.
Little, only the first, it is enough?
Well,
Or
could be more.
little more? Mhm. Like this. It's okay?
It's very light.
Yes, for me needs very light, but little feeling, but very light.
Yes.
It's okay. And now I activate parameters dose 1. We work in this technique dose 1. And now I start to work on the middle line, and I find 2 initial reactions. And you write maybe with Tamara, look on the Tamara picture,
Yeah.
and
Сколько идет?
20 and 27. We find 2 initial reactions. The 27 is the highest one, and we put those on this place. And only in this level, I will see 1 initial reactions in the left and in the right. Again, compare, find the bigger dose. 2 doses, 0. Every level, we don't compare these levels between each other. They work separately. First level, forget. Second level, forget. Third level, forget. Separately, you work every level. Dose 31
Сколько?
is sitting, 31. Then we go to the paravertebral line on the left, 27 and 28. 28 is the biggest one, and I put those on the right side. And wait, again dose. Compare central dose and paravertebral dose on the biggest one. We will put 0.
Short 0.
Hmm?
Short 0, you said.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, dose 3.8. 3.8, it is higher than 3.1, and we put scanner on the biggest dose and wait 0. Again, you can use shot. It is not real treatment. It necessary to activate some informations in some level, because on different levels locate different glandulas of hormonal system, yes, and necessary to activate all levels. And I restart when we get those, restart device and wait again like 0. Forty-three, 43. Okay, forget about this place and start from the beginning. Again, 2 initial reactions in the middle line, and then the compare and find the biggest one. 21, 29. 29 is the biggest, the highest, on the highest initial reaction. We put 0. We get 0 here. Three eight. Only here we look initial reaction 30 and 30.
No.
Why?
Or no, the first one. The first one.
Is the biggest. This is good, very good example. Everybody from you want to know all information, want to get all information. And Kasha help us understand
Thank you, Kasha.
all this technique very clearly. When we meet two identical numbers,
The first one.
two equal numbers, we find the biggest like the first.
Because we need to compare
And
those two
those
numbers.
47. Those 47. The 47
47.
it is higher than 38, and we weigh those on this position, and again get those and forget, and the third pair, the next pair, the next pair. When very often I treat the woman which who cannot pregnant. Problems with the pregnant. I like it. I have many garden. Как это детский сад? Kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Not one kindergarten. And now it is school students. Many during
Yeah,
my
that
life,
came
it
thanks
is
to
many children. 61, 61. And when I start to work with these problems with the woman in this situation, during the course I treat like the long scheme for the restoring the functions of yes. I work long scheme after menses, after period, then all cycle for the next, then stop for the cycle, and 7 days for the long. And during this course, because we treat many times, yes, I use this technique several times, maybe 6, like a pair. First, second, it is
6
like
pairs?
First, second, and 6 or 8 time, and together with the cyclicity zones. Yes, for which.
So you never treat a woman when she has her period? Not with that? Only with a woman?
No, when we it is different. When we work like a long scheme. When you start to work with other problems, you can work like you. I only told you about the scheme for long treatment. The next pair, 25, 24, 25 is the highest. On the 25 we put those. Start to work.
Well, the room started getting warm.
3. Then we compare two numbers on paravertebral line, 32 and 30. 32 is the biggest. 32. Тут 30, а тут 32. We compare the 32 is highest, those here. Five zero. 50 is the highest. We compare 50 and 33, the biggest, 0. We start. Again, we repeat the same protocol every 2 positions. 2 positions, 2 positions, 2 positions.
By the time you finish this one, you might as well really know how to do it by the time you finish it. Because you repeat it so many times.
But this technique, I told you that we never treat neck,
Neck.
only thoracic and lumbar sacrum part. Okay, dose 64. Dose, but 0, 64. Okay, continue the next pair. 19, 19, 26. 19 and 26, the highest 26 dose. Dose 8 or 28. Dose 28, 28. Then we find initial reactions on the left, 3,5 and 3,4. 3,5 is the biggest. 35 тут, да, 35, а там 34. Тут 35. 34. On the biggest, on the highest. Again, those.
Oh no, I'm not okay. I'm enjoying. I feel warmed up from the inside.
45. 45. And I put 0.
45.
45. 45. And we compare two doses. 45 is the highest. 0 we put on the left paravertebral position. Are you tired or not?
Oh
Okay,
no,
it's okay.
very good. She's enjoying. I'm liking it.
There's signs.
It's really,
Yeah.
it's not work, no
And
child.
I think that it is easier to understand when I
Yes.
do and
Oh, yes.
explain.
Oh, yes.
Because if I will explain in the desk on the screen, it is hard to understand. But
It's
here
always
you
better.
see, and many recepts work in one moment. I told you, if appeared many reactions in the one place, it will be better for the body. And we hearing, looking, and writing. Immediately in one moment,
Yes.
3 stimulators. yes?
Exactly.
And 16, 60, 16. And then I can go to the next 29, 32. 32 is the biggest. And
Is it a coincidence that that's precisely when she's getting down to the hormonal?
yes, the body very clever.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
39, left and right paravertebral, 29, 28, 29. This is 28. This side is 28. That's what you said.
Left side 28.
20, no.
No, the other way around.
Opposite.
Oh,
Amara. In this side,
Наоборот,
29.
наоборот.
It's hard
Yes.
to follow.
And in this 28. Okay, that's correct. Now restart and get those. Oh, I'm sorry. Now dose 41 here, 41.
Wow.
And I put 0 here, 41, and we get 0 on the highest dose.
Everything's on the left.
Yes. Inside on periphery, yes. Again, if you see that more zeros locate on periphery, what does it mean? That all problems locate on periphery more than centrum. And for the body, for your problems, if they placed in the body, maybe, yes, it is easier to restore, to treat, because all more information located in periphery systems, periphery information, and the centrum is more
Oh.
Difficult? It is easier to treat, yes, okay. And every time when you work in 3 lines and 6 points, it is zone for expertise, for analyzing. And you immediately understand what in the body. All numbers, where they locate, where is they locate the activity, or the biggest zero where located. You immediately can understand. It is like a photo, like a picture of your body, and you understand it. Now 052, 52. Little lower, please. I'm sorry, but you need to put. Okay, sexy part. Thank you so much.
Sorry, you have to look at it.
Okay. The next 2 positions, 22 and 21. 22 is the biggest, and this is last 2 positions, because it is impossible to find here 2 positions. And again, I repeat, it is individual feature. Yes, it is a solidist feature, individual feature of this body. And this part and neck, we don't work. Do you understand me correctly? Okay. Those 27, on this level we look numbers 22 and 21, 20, all left side. All on the left.
22,
1. All on the left. Two eight, 28. We compare not 9 but 8. Okay, those 28. And we compare 27 and 28, the highest, plus 1 but higher, and all reaction again go. And now it is the first variant of this hormonal technique. Then somebody again want to be volunteer? Yes. Yes, it will want. Replace the position discussion. And we will discuss the second part. This technique, this part, this first variant, more stimulation, like activate all process in the body, activate. And the next procedure, next variant, it is more treatment. In this situation, we compare Kasha. Thank you very much.
Сколько?
So can I get one moment? So the last moment is like
3-8.
Sorry, can I put you? So you said put it down, but was the last point? Was it here the last one? This was the last one.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it is impossible to we divide by 2 positions.
I just
two,
didn't see because I was behind. So okay, thank you, Kasha.
Okay, thank you. And please, I little explain. The second variant, it is why they work together. At the beginning, necessary to activate something, and then show the body when necessary to treat, necessary to find some place. And in this moment, we will combine in one procedure, in one technique, 2 principles of work. Principle pairs, it is the first because it is the main in this technique, and principle higher in the centrum line. And we have 2 rules how to work in pairs and how to work in with principles higher. We find initial reactions +4, first rule of the first difference, following doses, last position, and so on and so forth. And pairs. If we meet pairs, we work pairs. If we meet principles higher, we will work like a principles higher. 2 principles go like one road and change each other. Pair +4, pair +4. Do you understand me correctly?
Well, better way to do it.
Okay, okay. Now